What's going on to all the gamers and gamers? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gamer Section podcast. You know what I'm saying? I am Kano, that's Sinister Tar Heel. K Meg is going to be in here momentarily. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Sinister. Go ahead and give him the sponsorship of the day.
Hey, listen up. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Dubby Energy. If you're grinding through long gaming sessions, late night streams, or just need some extra focus, then Dubby Energy has got you covered. It's got zero sugar, no artificial colors, packed with clean energy that keeps you going with zero to crash. And the best part of it, since you're part of the Gamer Section community, you get to use our code Gamer Section at checkout for it to get that special deal. And seriously, whether you're gaming, creating, or just need a boost, and just grab you some Dubby Energy to level up your focus and energy. That's DUBBY Energy. Code Gamer Section.
Already, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with what I've been playing for the week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been playing a lot of Rage 2. In the first Rage, um, I beat a hell of a lot of games. I'm not gonna sit there and hold y'all. I've beaten a lot of games this past week. I beat Halo Campaign Evolved. I beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. You dig? At the end of Last of Us Part 2 again. Um, Bro, I've been playing a hell of a lot of games, bro. It's like hard to really name them off the top of the head. You know, playing some more 007 First Light. Outside of the games that we as a gamer section has been reviewing and stuff like that. So that's all I've really been playing in that nature. But what about you, though? Since what you been playing for the week?
Outside of reviews, I've been playing Tekken 8, been since Bob just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also I got the third season for Fate of Fury City of the Wolves. Well, Rick Stroud is already out. Ducking's going to be out on Thursday. So
Oh yeah,
can't
they
wait.
pushing out characters like clockwork.
Yeah, and so I think next month is Camp Cap 1. Then October is going to be a mystery character. Then November will be Loudcorn, and it'll be another mystery character in December.
Facts. I definitely got to get back into Fatal Fury. And, oh yeah, I did beat the side story for Tekken 8 where you Heihachi basically is returned to the form of who he was. I honestly think that was a stupid side DLC for that story, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You playing as Eddie Gordo for the moment, you know what I'm saying? Then Linda, then you playing as Heihachi, and basically Heihachi just going back to his evil ways. You feel me? So I just think that was just a real stupid DLC. I think they should have let Heihachi die on Tekken 7.
Right. So many people love him.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I think that the logic of that is stupid as hell. I can't hold you. I really ain't rocking with that, man. But yo, we're gonna go ahead and get into this topic, but it's not the main topics, but this topic that's going on right now. I've been seeing all over social media, and that's the PlayStation blackout that started today all the way until like the first. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it, you know what I'm saying, briefly about it. Because what I was seeing is they said that they're not going to be purchasing games digitally. They're not going to be playing the games. You're not going to sign in. None of that stuff for a week. You dig what I'm saying? So, yo, sister, I got to get your input on that. What you think about that?
I mean, that's their business. That's like, just want to show protest, like, hey, look, don't buy nothing, like digitally or things like that of that nature. It's just, just want to send a message out there. Say, hey, look. I mean, we mean business on this. Like, look, you want to take our physical games away and stuff like that. You know what, Sony? We're not gonna support you and stuff like that since you don't care about us the money and stuff like that. So you know what? Hey, we're just telling anybody out there. It's like, for these many days, it's like, hey, don't touch your PlayStation at all. Just go do other things, or if you got a PC or any other platform outside of PlayStation, just enjoy those, or go outside and touch some grass.
Honestly, when I seen that, man, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed. In my opinion, I'm gonna just keep it all the way being. I know we're gonna let Megan speak in a minute. 'Cause I know he's getting himself right. You know what I'm saying? With his OKC Thunder ups. You know what I mean?
Thunder.
And on a side note, man, my team of Saints was bunged yesterday, man.
I was going to hold that in.
Nah,
Man,
we're not holding it down. They was bunged. My team was bunged. So I got to give credit where credit's due. The Rams slaughtered my team. So that was
That the Rams' second, what was most impressive to me, not only the defense, but it was the offensive line. The backup offensive line was mauling y'all. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I admit it though. My team was buns yesterday. They couldn't do nothing on special teams, offense or defense. Man, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They should have gave the Rams some kind of competition, but the Rams slaughtered my team, so I can't even be mad. You feel me? So I give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I feel you. Appreciate it.
For sure. But now I'm going to speak on this before we get all into the real topics of the show, man. This PlayStation blackout situation, and they're saying a lot of people it's not going to be playing the PlayStation. They're not going to buy games. Us as the gamer section, we got to play the PlayStation based off the fact that we review games on there anyway. So we can't stop that. You know what I mean? But as far as the idea of what they're doing, yeah, I'm all for it because of what Sony is doing. Is actual bull crap. And mind you, side note, Sony has never gave us any review codes. Let's get that clear as day. They never gave us any review codes. They don't really care about the smaller channels and nothing like that. So it's really pointless for us to be mad about the situation or be frustrated. But I just think though, when it comes to what people are doing, I think it's the right move because Sony has been showcasing that they're very anti-consumerish, and you can see that when it comes to the PlayStation 6, that not many people are excited about the PlayStation 6 because of the high prices of the games and high prices of the console at this point. And then not only that, you basically taking the physical media aspects away from the consumers that love physical media games. And we all been saying that for the longest when it comes to physical media, that it's needed in the gaming landscape. Because if you look at it, physical media has been back on the rise once again, not just in the gaming space, but movie space. And not only that, also into the music space when it comes to physical media. So when it comes to what Sony is actually doing, it's very anti-consumerish and it's very wrong for them to be doing that. Now, are people going to actually do this blackout thing? I believe the diehard fans that really is pissed off with Sony, they most likely would do it. But as far as fan girls, little girls, you know what I'm saying, the little ones in the world, the ones that just stay on social media all day, every day, that really don't play no games for real, that really think they think they know everything in the gaming landscape, and they don't even know what real 4K or 8K is in the gaming landscape on OLEDs and TVs and all this other stuff, and don't even know about the HDR for real. Let me calm down. Let me get myself right. I gotta get back professional, man. But anyways, because I had an argument with somebody on social media about this whole thing with the PlayStation blackout thing. I really think though, if you want to voice your frustration and voice your opinion, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to, not play PlayStation. But to the ones that just only got a PlayStation and don't have no Xbox or PC and stuff, that's just fans and not fanboys, I say do what you feel is necessary. You want to play the game, play the PS5, play the PS5. If you don't want to play it, don't play it. You feel what I'm saying? But voice your frustration. Let it be known. Don't hide behind what these fanboys say. Because I'm gonna say it again, fanboys that's in this gaming community, with the crumb side, this console war stuff. To be real, a lot of them that I've noticed do not play video games. They play social media, and the ones that want to cope on social media are the same ones, and I repeat, they are the same ones that want to feel like they're a part of something and they don't really game for real. And I've been said this for a long time now. A lot of individuals that they're supposed to be being PlayStation fanboys or whatever, whoop-de-woo, they do not play no video games for real. They over there playing social media to the highest capacity and act like they playing video games for real because they want to feel like they're a part of something. They want to feel like they belong in something. That's the reason why people will be fanboying nowadays. They want to feel like they're a part of something. They want to feel like they belong because they probably have issues in a personal space, and they want to feel like they're a part of something. They must have been lonely back in high school or middle school and didn't have nobody, so they want to feel a part of something. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm over here getting out of my character right now, man. I'm serious. But at the end of the day, though, like I said, the gamer session, we're still going to play PlayStation. Like, we're not going to knock PlayStation. Well, actually, we're going to knock PlayStation a lot today. But when it comes to PlayStation, they still have some cool games every now and then. I can't say for Wolverine. I'm not really hyped for Wolverine like that no more. But I'm being brutally honest. But at the end of the day, though, when PlayStation does have them games, them AAA style games that we love, like the Killzones and in all the other games like Resistance and everything, Twisted Metal, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? If they would have never canceled Twisted Metal, I would have been all for it. If they would have continued on with Killzone and Resistance and all these other games that came out with the PS3 in 2 days, I would have been all for it. But right now, we're just getting movie games that's all about somebody's dad. That's with QuickTime events all the time. Like on the Wolverine game, why would you put QuickTime events in a Wolverine game? You did, but the point I'm trying to make though is that this whole blackout debacle, man, is deserved from Sony because y'all taking away a lot of stuff that people want, and y'all basically put out a whole new terms of service of what is there. It basically means that to the people that are buying them digital games, they do not own the games at all. You dig? And that's a bad move, and now it's going to be even worse. You know what I'm saying? You see how like last generation on Xbox, it was going through hell and back because of all the bullcrap that was going on at that time, and now the tables have turned for Sony, and if they deserve what they're getting right now, they deserve the backlash, they deserve the heat, and I ain't talking about that 50 Cent record off of Give It to Die Trying. I'm talking about they deserve some real heat. You dig what I'm saying? That's just the fact of the nature. So I talk too much though on it though. So anybody got anything to say about what I just said?
Yeah, no, I agree with both you guys, man. Like, I mean, listen, the majority of people that don't pay attention to us or the content, the content creators, or the true deep gamer community, they're going to still be playing on their PlayStation. They're not paying attention to any of this. They might not agree with the situation with the physical disc, but there's some people just going to say, like, man, like I only got this one console. I mean, it's the weekend. I just want to just have my time to relax. So you can't really fault those type of people. Who I fault, if anybody, it is the PlayStation content creators, the ones I call the stands, because they are the ones that try to keep the console war going in a situation where they're knowing that they're getting their teeth kicked in. Mm-hmm. Everybody sees it. It's not. And then what is the crazy thing? Like, let this situation be reversed. And let's say that this was Xbox, because remember, like, Xbox One was trying to implement like going all digital for the most part, but then there was also some perks behind it. PlayStation isn't giving you any perks. They're just saying we're just saving money and you're going to like it. But let's say that this role was fully reversed to the point to where, let's say that Phil Spencer, or let's just say Arsha Sharma and them are in charge at this point.
You mean Asha?
And Asha? Is it Asha?
Asha.
Okay. That's okay. Asha. But if the situation was where she was in control and there was a pushback from the Xbox community, and she and her staff would call Xbox gamers fools. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, just think about like the uproar. Like, it would be the gaming media, it would be PlayStation people, be Nintendo people, be PC people. It'd be like, oh, look at this big corporate that's just dog walking y'all, and y'all just accepting it. And there would be some Xbox people that would try to stand strong and try to look like a fool by letting some person that makes millions of dollars to sit there and shit on us. But the reality of it is that this is PlayStation showing their true nature to the PlayStation community, for the people who cares about physical content, or just this whole thing about people just wanting to own the things that they spend their hard-earned dollars for. And they're still saying, like, no, we have a vision, we want to push this. You can move on, but we know that you care about PlayStation so much that it's so. I blame the content creators for this. I blame the gaming media for this, because they have sat there and let PlayStation turn into a worse version of Nintendo at this point. And here we are. So if they want to sit there and they want to accept this, let them accept it. Let them accept it. But they damn sure can't come in but talking about what's going on Xbox. Y'all only getting 1 or 2 games a year. Everything else is now a timed exclusive, or a game that looks like it has potential, but you sit there and because you want to put your dirty grubby fingers on everything and have full control, you're ruining games like Marvel's Token, So, you know what I'm saying, Tokan. So, like, yeah, let them cook. Let PlayStation cook and let the people that defend them cook. It is what they are.
Do me a favor. Look on there and see what this final sales for Marvel token right quick. You know what I mean? So people can like know what the sales of Marvel token is on console and on PC.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let's see. Yes, sir.
All right. So now I'm gonna continue to speak on this. This is another thing I want to bring up too. Me and Mega was watching the Phantom Blade Zero live stream from State of Play, right? And the game is phenomenal. I'm excited about the game. I definitely want to play it next month. The key problem that I've seen with it is that it's a timed exclusive for PlayStation for about a year. It's gonna be on PlayStation. It's gonna be on PC, but it's a timed exclusive. Basically, what PlayStation is doing of this time exclusivity is messing up the game for when it does go on other platforms, and I'm gonna explain why. All right, if you look at Marvel's Token, that should have been a multi-platform game. It should have been on Xbox. It should have been on every other platform, but right now it ain't selling well. Then you got the Avatar fighting game that released on PlayStation, Nintendo, which was bare bones, and PC, which I don't even, did it come out on PC? I don't even know if it came out.
Yeah, it came out on PC. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're looking at the sales of that game, and that game didn't even do well on either platform. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck. Sony doing these little time exclusives and stuff like that. Okay, you doing these time exclusives. You're doing good by selling your consoles. It's cool. But why are your games is not selling tens of millions of copies of their games? You dig? Why they're not getting up to 20 million copies? If y'all getting console sales up to dang near 100 million, why are at least a lot of these games not getting up to at least 5 to 10 million copies sold? You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just say this, man. It's just a disappointing situation with Sony, man, being so arrogant and nonchalant and not really listening to the fans, and they think they know. I'm telling you, it's going to get to the point where fans of the brand of PlayStation are going to weave over to PC, Xbox, Nintendo, and people are going to leave PlayStation down the road if they keep this up, because this is not a good look for Sony. And we're not speaking out of anger or hate. We're speaking out of a place of being a gamer for real. You dig what I'm saying? And what K-Maker said he blamed when he said it's basically the PlayStation fanboys. He ain't said, but I'm gonna say PlayStation fanboys and the biased media. You know, us as the gamer section, we are unbiased media. We tell it like it is. We hold no water. But when it comes to the media, they're just favoring PlayStation because PlayStation is paying them to pay to do all that. Like one day I'm on my TV and I'm going through my YouTube app and I went on IG and I said, who are they subs to? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, they sub to PlayStation, but they're not sub to Xbox and Nintendo. So I did some analyzation and research, and I'm like, so PlayStation really is paying IGN to downplay Xbox and Nintendo and all that. More so yeah, they getting paid more under the table. And when I seen this, GameSpot too, they not exempt from this. When I seen that and did my research and analyzed everything, I'm like, okay, that's how it's going to be. Y'all really are favoring PlayStation for what? Because PlayStation ain't got no games this generation. Y'all getting 1 or 2 tadpole titles a year, and most of these games are live service games. And ain't live service games getting canceled, and it looks like this whole Horizon game, it ain't gonna be hitting on. Man, look.
Yeah, because I mean, look at it this way: it's like, because like they want to go that route because they figure it's like, hey, they're bringing more money, but it's a failure because look what Concord. I mean, you pay like $400 million for that studio, and the game crashed in 2 weeks, and that game is gone.
Yeah,
and
man,
that's a lot of jobs lost because they got arrogant, they got overconfident.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because like beginning of this generation, I mean they basically dominated with the PS4. Mm-hmm. So then they came with this generation with the PS5. It's like, oh, I mean, selling so many consoles. And okay, that's cool. The consoles are selling, but your games aren't selling. I mean, just like going off of what you said, it's like, yeah, your consoles are like this, but your games are just like at the bottom. And speaking of all the PlayStation platforms, like the PS5, I mean, it's like towards the bottom where the PS3 is. I mean, the best two are basically the PS2 and the PS4 and the PS1. That's it. The PS3 is doing feels like it's almost doing better than PS5, but PS3 is at the bottom.
Yeah,
it's
no, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, starting off with the with Avatar Legends, total sales right now is 202,400 copies, split between both Steam and PlayStation. I mean, Steam and PlayStation and Nintendo. Like it peaked at 12,000 concurrent Steam players. It like I think it like for PC, I think it sold around like 80,000 copies, and then Nintendo, it does show Nintendo numbers, and it's like 100, like about like 90 some thousand on PlayStation. But what to the one to Marvel Token, it's even worse than what the initial numbers were. It's 485,000 copies, under 485,000 copies globally between PlayStation 5 and PC. It was like on PlayStation 5, 358,000 copies. PC is 126,000 copies. And yeah, and in Japan, it sold less than 3,000 copies. It sold 2,814 copies. This game is cooked. It's cooked. That's egregious. That is a egregious number for a game that is advertised with so many great Marvel characters. And like, this should be a no-brainer. This should be a softball. You know what I mean? Like, this should be just the easiest punt that you could send off, and it should already be at like 1-2 million copies sold already. But because of what Sony did, and is now really becoming apparent behind the DRM and Sony's security, which already got cracked. So you already got modders already. So Token is for the streets. I mean, what they're doing to Magic and Storm, and it's over. But other than that, like I'm just saying, like all the and then locking out 130 countries because of the PSN and stuff like that. Like, it's just, I mean, this is crazy. Arc will never do this again, just like Capcom will never do it again with PlayStation, like what they went through with Street Fighter V. Because if you remember, Street Fighter V, it was one of the worst selling games since like what Street Fighter.
Honestly,
that was, you know what I'm saying? So like, it was crazy.
I think any game that actually is associated with Sony in that nature, they're not going to never do that style again. I say that even with Phantom Blade Zero, I think it's going to be the same scenario. But it's going to sell a little bit better, but it's not going to get like towards like 2 to 3 million copies sold, based off the fact that I'm going to say this generation has exposed a lot of who really games for real on PlayStation, who really doesn't. And who really
the era of the exclusive for what PlayStation's been living off of is over. It's over. It's been too apparent. Starting off with Square Enix, looking at now, even going back to Street Fighter V with Capcom.
Yeah.
Then you look at what's going on with Square Enix. Now you got this with Arc System Works. Now you'll see what it's going to be like with Phantom Blade Zero. Man,
it's bad.
Man.
That's very bad.
This is bad. This is real bad.
This is on a whole another level of bad. And mind y'all stay tuned for K-Mega's My Thoughts coming up soon. It's gonna be real crazy for what he gotta say. But it's coming. But anywho though, I definitely feel that, man. It's a bad situation. And when it comes to like Sony, don't bump that. When it comes to the games that they try to put exclusively, it backfires on them. You know how they did with Rise of the Tomb Raider, right? And people was over there crying about Xbox doing that, and Sony been doing that even way back towards the PS1 days. They was doing that, right? And you could really see the window gap closed on Sony because of the sales is not selling. You know, the math is not mathing, and then the DRM structure behind the scenes of what they're doing for other countries has really formulated how bad and bunch Sony is when it comes to that. That goes to show that it shows a lot of anti-consumerism. You know what I'm saying? It shows that they don't care for the consumers. They just care for that money. It's like what Agent Orange said. He didn't care about your vote. He didn't care about the votes. I mean, he didn't care about what you're talking about. He just care about your votes. You did. And anywho, we're gonna switch over to the next subject for the main shows or the topics. But at the end of the day, I see Phantom Blade Zero selling, but not selling like significantly well. When it comes to Marvel's Wolverine, which we're gonna get more into. Matter of fact, we'll talk about Marvel's Wolverine right now. Knock that out right now. When it comes to Marvel's Wolverine, do I think it's gonna sell well? It'll sell, but it's not gonna be Spider-Man 1 or 2 sales. But it's gonna sell. And what I think about Marvel's Wolverine, when I first seen the trailer for the first trailer that we seen, I was like, okay, it seems dope. I definitely want to play it. But after really seeing the game more and more, I'm kind of like on the fence if I want to like buy it out of my pocket or not. Based off the fact though is you got mostly quick time events and it's all about revenge or something like that, man. It's just like that's the theme of this generation when it comes to Sony games. It's revenge. You dig what I'm saying? Like you're seeing that Ghost of Yote, it's about revenge. You dig? You see The Last of Us Part 2 remake, remastered, Part 1 remake, remaster about revenge. You know what I'm saying? Luffy, God of War Luffy is about, again, revenge. So I think that's the theme of this generation when it comes to the game. It's about revenge. I feel like the storytelling is bad. And I feel like, honestly, Eastern, like the games that's just coming out the East, like China and Japan, they've been doing a phenomenal job of telling a story when it comes to gaming. In the Western market, they're just telling almost the same story that's kind of identical. It's not showing it in a way, but it's also showing it in a way. And what I mean by that is, if you look at Wolverine, you're kind of seeing that identical story within Spider-Man 2 in a sense. You dig what I'm saying? But not really, in a way, because it's Wolverine. But it's just that's the theme of this generation of gaming. That's the theme of the generation of PlayStation. And what I don't like about the game is it's just a lot, man. It just feel like it's a simplistic same like formula of like Spider-Man 2. You don't see nothing that's worthwhile. We know it's not an open world game, but you see almost the same methods of like God of War and the same old methods like any other game that Sony makes. It's like where's the difference at? You feel what I'm saying? And I don't really rock with it like that. That's just some bull crap. But what do you think? What are your thoughts about that, though, Sinister?
I mean, it's like the same copy and paste method, you know, when it comes to the story, like the theme, it's the same revenge theme. It's like, hey, copy and paste, just switch the characters out, things like that. But as far as like Wolverine goes, yeah, it's just, I mean, people, yeah, like it's like a more gory version of Spider-Man. It's like they're just using that same formula. It's like, hey, like just use the same moves, just switch everything up, just reskin everybody around. I mean, the only difference, yeah, it's not gonna be open world just like Spider-Man, but as far as the numbers go, it's like, yeah, it's not even gonna go nowhere near the first Spider-Man or Spider-Man 1 or 2 or Miles Morales. I mean, heck, Miles Morales probably do better, has better numbers than probably Wolverine will make. Because like, I mean, it's just right now, it's just not a bad look. I mean, you see everybody, it's getting roasted out there. It's like you see meme after meme after meme of Wolverine. It's just like I was like Sony and then Insomnia. It's like this is not a good look for you. It's like, hey, it's like you got yourself in this abyss. Good luck climbing yourself out of it, because like that's why I've seen it of it. But I mean, does it look good? I mean visually, yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but the way I see the gameplay is like, okay, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's just Spider-Man, but yeah, but it's just a more gory and more bloody version of it. I don't know, but
Yeah,
what
that's how I feel about it. But you know, the people that's gonna hype it up is I call them now. It ain't no fanboys no more to me. Those are fan babies or fan kids because they not know. That's the new. You know, they keep saying fanboys. They're not fanboys no more. It's beyond that leisure now. Those are fan. I said these are fan kids officially. The new term now, fan kids, because you know what I'm saying. They not even boys no more. They kids because that's how they act.
are gonna do it. They're just gonna hype it up. I mean, yeah, about the stands, they're gonna hype it up. By the time that game drops, what they're gonna play at least 1 or 2 minutes of it and just put it down and just brag about it on social media.
Yeah, we know some people that gonna say it's a wave or it's a vibe. Man, the devil is a lie. You feel me? But like I said, we have to play it for ourselves to really like see it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm still on the fence about the Wolverine game. You know what I'm saying? From what I see, it's not impressive. You know, lately when it comes to gaming, I haven't seen a game that was like wowing me or like got me super hype. You feel me? Like Phantom Blade Zero, it's a game that's hype. You know, it's hype worthy, but it's not like it don't have that oh my god factor to it compared to Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts 4 got that wow factor. You dig? I don't care what anybody say. That's my game for next year. But anywho though, Mega, what are your thoughts about it?
Man, it's pretty crazy because I mean the hype level for it was like for the last what 3 years was just enormous, like Wolverine, and then you see the first trailer, you see that trailer what last year, look tough, look right, and then of course the further that you get into it, the more you start seeing the same Sony template, and you know because now Sony's in a bad place publicly. It's what's really wild is the fact that now people are starting to really pay attention. It was like, oh, you know what? We did this back like 3 years ago. I mean, like 10, 15 years ago, fighting the same kind of big boss with the arm slamming and stuff like that. Like somebody somebody showed Big 10, Ben 10, and then like, you know, and then like showing other thing, you know, other different type of games, like the same thing. Like, and this is the thing to me that bothers me about Sony just making Insomniac just one particular studio. Now it's different when you talk about Gears, you know, the Coalition, or you talk about, you know, 343 or Halo Studios. Now they were built for that. Insomniac already had other IPs that they were working on and that they made that kept their creative juices flowing. I think that's why Spider-Man was so good, because they took all the cool things from all the other older Spider-Man games and then they implemented their own little style to it. But only thing they've been working on is either Ratchet and Clank or Spider-Man. So, and now, like, what do you think Wolverine is going to be like? Like, I just, it's unfortunate because, like, looking at Sabretooth looks awful. I usually am a half glass full guy, kind of try to find, you know, some even ground, but he looks like Sabretooth's brother. They don't look like Sabretooth. Like, and then just like, you know, the over dramatical, like sometimes I get having a deep story for certain games. But Wolverine isn't really like one of those games that need a really deep end type of story. And it looks like that's exactly what they're trying to go for, is to try to grip you, to make you understand Wolverine to this level, when there are millions of different comic books and other ways to sit there and go. Now, again, I'm not going to try to knock it, but I mean, it is screaming the Sony template. I'm not tripping about the quick time events. That's just Sony. They've been doing that forever. So, okay, cool. You want to do that with Wolverine? It is what it is. That's just what they're gonna do. But
no, you know why though? It's because, like, if you think about it, when it comes to Sony, they make the same styles of games. You don't see no different shift games this generation like that. Like, when the last time you seen a Sony game outside of Concord? Concord was a travesty. But when the last time you seen a first person shooter from Sony that's an exclusive that's worthwhile? You did. When the last time you seen outside of Astrobot a real legit platformer that will wow you? When the last time you seen a game on the levels of Infamous that be like make you want to have replay value? You dig? And when you look at the games we get now, it's the same formula. You have quick time events. Like if you look at God of War Rufe, it has quick time events in it. Is it needed? No. Right. Look at Spider-Man.
But I mean that's how. But God of War kind of started that. So I'm not going to trip about anything God of War with quick time events. But other game.
No, I'm not saying just God of War. Yeah. I'm talking about like all the other games that they've been releasing.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
That's
no. Yeah. No. And that's the problem. It's finally catching up with them. It's you know, for a while some people just kind of are cool and comfortable with the way that they play PlayStation games because they're all caught up into the story, so they want that same thing because it's comfortable to them. you got newer generation of people that are just like, man, come on, can we get a little bit of originality? You know what I'm saying? Can we get something different? So can we get some variety? Because anything that has variety, it is something that is like second, third party that Sony's trying to lock in as an exclusive and boasted as an exclusive. And you know, from like Stellar Blade and now you got Phantom Blade Zero, which those look fantastic, but again, those games are timed exclusive. I'm sure that what's going to be coming pretty soon, Stellar Blade, so it's going to be coming to Xbox at some point. So then, like in anything else, like when you had the Final Fantasies, they're all on the Xbox and even on Nintendo now, and so
they've been selling well since it's been going to multi-platform.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the era of what PlayStation is used to help bolster their portfolio, it's over. Because they don't have the Personas and the Noonie Coonies and all those type of games that they could just kind of throw in.
But he said Noonie Coonies.
Noonie Cooney. That's what I call my game. Well, anyway, so but they don't have those type of games that fits into their portfolio as that they are PlayStation games. Losing Persona was huge for them. It was a big miss for them, big L.
Yeah,
it was a huge win for Xbox. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's one of these things that's like people are starting to see it. Like there are not enough of these games. The development time, we'll be talking about that here in a little bit, but it's just too everything for this generation has been, like you said, buns. It's a bad generation. It's hot ass garbage, and it needs to be addressed. As so, like when it comes to not for the console itself, even though the console has its own issues, but we're talking about just for the for their gaming library. They know how to make great dramatical looking games because they've had that same template forever, but it's now catching up with them, and it's, you know, and Wolverine's going to cook because just for the name's sake, it's going to get you at least two. It's going to get you 2 meal at least. I don't know. I don't know. No, it's gonna sell. It's gonna rake. It's gonna rake. I expect Wolverine to probably hit about a good, by the time it's done, probably about a good 4 or 5 million. But that's still, but like Kano, but like not Kano, but like what Sinister said though, you gotta look at what Spider-Man did. Will Wolverine do what Spider-Man has done? Even when people are so upset about Spider-Man 2. That still made Sony a lot of money. But I think maybe the issue of the fact that a lot of people had a bad taste in their mouth from Spider-Man 2, I think it's going to hurt Wolverine, especially like from what people are seeing from the trailers here recently. I don't know if you guys seen the new skin that Wolverine had that they're like been showing all these on the screen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That mask didn't even look like that was real. I thought that was fake. I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? Anyway, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see.
That was fun.
It was not very dope. I was like, yo. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
No, I ain't got no words for that one. But yo, hit him off with the oh yeah. One more thing before we even move on though. It has gone gold 3 weeks over. That's good. At least it's going over and it's going gold. Cool. Hopefully it do justice and actually give us worth talking about with the game when it releases. Hopefully we'll have fun and hopefully we will play and enjoy the game. But anywho, let's go ahead and get to the first topic, the real first topic of the show today. You know, Sinister, hit them off some proper like.
All right, we're gonna start off with some GTA news. So you're probably seeing out there like there were some gameplay clips that are being leaked online about with some of the maps on there. So now that Take-Two trying to take some actions like issuing copyrights like to take all this stuff down, because here's the thing about this once that thing goes up on the internet, it's gonna be there. I mean, you can take it down as many times as you want because like someone who kept it on their hard drive are gonna upload it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I mean, we're in an age now, like, when it comes to tech, everybody's stuff gets leaked all the time. Like, someone's going to find a way, like, to sneak into your security, bypass your security, and get their hands on this stuff. Like, it's been going on since day one. Like, I mean, with all the major games, like, Wolverine is no exception. It's like, I mean, it's happened to Wolverine that got leaked out, but to stay focused on GTA because like all the hype is on GTA because all right, we're about 3 months away from it, and, you know. And of course, there's supposed to be that event on the 27th of this Thursday because on Netflix, by all means, like, oh, if you want to see the gameplay on there, it's like, hey, you got to pay for it and all that. It's like, but someone's just like, you know what, screw that. I'm gonna go on there and find a way to go get it. It's like, hey, you don't need to wait till Thursday. It's like, hey, you can go ahead and check it out right now to see what the game really looks like, how the map looks, and everything. But still, like these companies, they got the worst security because it's you making it too easy anybody just to sneak in there. You know, little Bob or little Susie can get in there and hack your company, get your see what you have, and just put it out there. It's like, I bet it's crazy. But as far as like the gameplay goes, like I mean, just to see how it is, like, oh, you know, the way it looks and how the characters move and everything. I was like, wow. I was like, but for me, I'm gonna check out GTA regardless. But I might not, as far as like the hype, my hype level is just at zero in the middle because like I'm like Flavor Flav is like, hey, don't believe the hype, you know. But I'm sure somebody out there saw the gameplay, but I was like, whoa, look how this looks and things like that. But well, what do you think, Kano?
I ain't really got too much to say about it because I didn't see the gameplay. I didn't see it. I didn't see the leak. I was just gonna wait until Thursday because I already got Netflix. I've been at Netflix for a while now.
I got Netflix too, so I'm good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch it and stuff like that. So I didn't see the leak. I don't know what transpired. I just hope that it's impressive because okay, it may have some great graphics, but if it ain't impressive, then it don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have indulging storytelling aspects of it and it's worthwhile, then cool. And the crazy thing is, I've seen a lot of people hyping it up, especially them fan kids over there on the PlayStation side. You know what I'm saying? Hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's their exclusive or whatever, but in actuality, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person is I want to see the gameplay to wow me. I can't just go off of a CGI trailer. You know, like the trailer's cool. That's how the game's gonna look. And the crazy thing is with the CGI trailers that they show for GTA 6, they didn't even say if it was in-game footage or not. That's what I had noticed though. You got to really think about that if that's actually in-game footage or not. You could show the screenshots, you could show the game. Okay, cool. But if that's how the game goes, if it looks just like that, then yeah, I'd be like, cool, that's what's up. But if it's not like that in that way, then that's a shame. You hyping somebody up for nothing. But I've seen a lot of fan kids hyping up GTA 6. Cool. It's going to be a phenomenal game. It's going to be that game of the year. But I bet you any media outlet like us, we're not going to get no review codes for the game because nobody's getting the review code. I'm telling you.
I don't see that.
No, I'm telling you right now because look, I talked to a PR over at Take-Two Interactive, and I was told no gaming media outlet is getting a review code based off the fact that they don't want the leaks to get out. You know what I'm saying? And then that was even said online to people. So, you know, I was told the same thing. No gaming media outlets getting review codes because they don't want nothing to leak out. And people do leak out stuff even when these games come out. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I just gotta wait. I'm just playing a wait and see approach when it comes to GTA 6. I'm not hyped for it, you know what I'm saying, until I see the game itself. The trailers was cool for that moment. You'd be like, oh man, that's what's up. And then about 20 minutes later, you forgot about it, you moved to something else until we see something else. You know what I mean? So that's really all I gotta say about it. I'm playing a wait and see. They leaked out, okay, cool. But what I do know is that the leakers that leaked out that they said they giving Rockstar an ultimatum about the physical game aspect of it. If they don't do it just about putting out CDs, they gonna leak the whole story and the ending of the game. So if that happens, ooh, man, it's gonna be bad. You feel me? I don't know. It's a bad predicament. But what about you, though, Mega?
Man, it's two different aspects for me. Like for one, that I haven't seen the leak either. So my wife has Netflix, so it's like I'll check it out then. But there's another aspect of this of just showing you how GTA is trying to, or I should say, Take-Two is trying to dictate this gaming market because they have one of the most powerful IPs out there. And I think it's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt GTA, but it's going to hurt everybody else in the gaming space, because there's going to be companies that's going to be stupid to try to play the same game that they're doing. For one, okay, so with this leak, they lost like $1 billion in like revenue share.
Yep.
Take-Two did.
Yeah.
So Take-Two was so pissed off about this, they did something that I've never seen a company really do. And this is something that needs to be paid attention to, because if Take-Two thinks that they can try to push and pry because of just their games, they're going to be sadly mistaken, because what they're going to do is going to get these games cracked. This is what they did. I don't know if anybody knew this, but they went in and got everybody's account information from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Yep.
Who was on Discord, and got everybody's information. That's illegal, you would think. Like, Discord ain't supposed to be giving up our information like that, because what their excuse is that we got to find the person who did the leaks.
Oh, hey Meg, I got a question.
Yeah.
I know we are on Discord though. Do you have your Xbox account attached to Discord? I don't on my end.
I do. Yeah, I do. And so my thing is that, like, okay, so you're telling me, even though like I have nothing to hide on that aspect, on that front, but it's still intrusive to go in and to tell a corporation, hey, I want all of these other people's information, when that corporation is supposed to be looking out and having security. You know what I'm saying? That's a breach of security. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Listen, whoever, that's somebody that's internal on your shit to sit there and let it be open season for somebody to bring those leaks in, and you just lost money because you was incompetent on not vetting the people that had access to this information, because obviously this stuff didn't just come into somebody's file. I mean, somebody did just come in there and just hamper, and it wasn't like some 10, 15-year-old kid that did this. I'm sure this was sold to somebody.
It was basically an inside job.
It was an inside job. That's exactly what this was. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. And then also, I seen something on the net to where there was some people that was showing that they already have the game cracked, in the sense of like, you can get it for free. You can take it to the high seas. So like, I don't know if that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't look like AI or anything like that, but the person who was doing it, they were being very cautious. They weren't showing their hand, anything like that. They was over here pointing in direction with a little, like a little funny little stick thing, like a little, like something like this, with a little finger on it. It was kind of funny, but anyway, and they were showing the game was loading up, and I'm like, yo, let Take-Two keep on trying to dictate this market on forcing gamers to do what these corporations want us to do. And you're going to find out that these people have way more access to everybody's information and start leaking all different types of stuff that these companies don't want, and they're going to be losing billions upon billions of dollars. Mark my words, this stuff is floating around the internet in these back channels real heavy now. So it's and so I think that attack was basically because, like, okay, now for the people who don't have Netflix and they don't, like, why you can't just show the trailer like a traditional trailer? Why do you have to profit? Or why do you have to have people that really, because there's going to be so many people buying this game that already pre-ordered this game. Mm-hmm. I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big event, but I don't know, man. Like, it's getting real scummy. And you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, I'm still planning on getting the game, but I mean, if we keep on hearing more stuff like this, especially you going and getting information off of Discord, stuff like that, I might have to say, damn, I might have to try to say, nah, man, I can't do this. I can't keep on allowing these companies to try to rake us through the coals and teach and tell us this is how we are going to do things. We're going to take your information. We're going to do whatever. So now with all this information that you got from people, what are you going to do with that information? Are you going to sell it now because you have all these people's information? Like, you can lie and say anything, but that's not cool. In Discord, I'm almost, as much work as I put into Discord, I'm almost about done with them, because this shit is getting out of control on how they're just being more and more evasive on their end. So yeah, it's very problematic. I don't hate it for them getting their stuff leaked, but I do hate this for people's information being out there in the ether. And let's just say somebody wants to go in there and start looking and there's a breach on Take-Two's side, and then what? You know what I mean? Like, so I hope there'll be a lot of, if that would happen, there'll be a lot of major lawsuits.
Well, there you have it, folks. The regular gamer just talk to the intelligent gamers on that aspects of it. Yeah, that's facts though. He spoke facts though. You know, but let's go ahead and keep it moving, man, with the blood of Dawnwalker, man. News came out about the blood of Dawnwalker not being at 60 frames per second performance mode on consoles. PC is just fine with 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. But personally for me though, man, I really don't care. As long as the game is good, I'm still gonna play it. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care if it's 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second. As long as the game is playable and you could play it through, no bugs, no hiccups, I'm going to enjoy the game. I know to the people that's spoiled by the PC in the frames per second, you know, I already know they're gonna be complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? I know Mega, he gonna play it on PC. He's gonna play at 60 frames per second. He said he's gonna rock with that. He don't care. I can see it on his face. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm not like I said, if it doesn't have performance mode on the console, you know, it goes to show that there's possibly not that much of a technical savvy individuals that can get it optimized properly on console. Even the PlayStation 5 Pro, the game's not running at 60 frames. The max that it runs on PlayStation and Xbox is 40 frames per second from what I was reading. So Mega, like, what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, no, I heard about that last night, and you know, listen, you already know where I said I was going to play it on. I was going, you know, it's just going to be on the PC on the rig. This is the reason why I wanted to future-proof my rig so I could be because I'm expecting this. See, again, the thing of a lot of people that has this really crazy notion of thinking that 30 frames per second games will die. Or they should be dead. It's not going to happen that way. Nope. We're still going to continue to get 30 frames per second games. It's just the on consoles. It's just the nature of the beast. Even when the Project Helix and the PlayStation 6 drop, there'll still be 30 frames per second games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What you want more of is performance mode, or you want high definition quality mode, to where you have people that have that option. With this, you know, it reminds me a lot of the Witcher 2. The Witcher 2 came out. It was a buggy hot mess, and it would drop under 30 frames a lot of times. Then they eventually made a couple of patches, and then they had that long big patch in like about a year, and then it played really, really well. And then while you look at it, like, you know, new console, then, you know, you got enhanced versions of The Witcher 2 being played, you know, 60 frames, even 120 frames. But when they're bringing in some big ideas, and again, this team is not as big as what CD Projekt Red is, so of course it's going to be, you know, I was looking at that and thinking like that game was going to probably most likely be 30 frames per second, but having a 40, but I thought they would have a performance mode of 60 frames, which kind of tells you is that, like, man, this is going to be a hog. The resources on this thing is a hog. And it also shows that the consoles, they still have juice, but it's just not what people were expecting, that the Series X and the Series X and the PlayStation 5. But to see that the PlayStation Pro that was supposed to be so much more capable to not hitting 60 frames per second, that just kind of shows you that the PlayStation Pro is just a paper tiger itself. So just the nature of the beast. Yeah,
but what if we find out that Grand Theft Auto 6 is not at 60 frames per second on the Pro?
It will not be 60 frames per second. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people going to enjoy that game at 30 frames, or it might be just like with the Dawnwalker, 40 frames for the max. You know what I mean? Like, you might get 40, 50 frames in the max. With that high fidelity that game is showing, like, that game is either going to get downgraded graphically, or that game is not going to be, 60 frames per second, unless, you know what I'm saying, until you go to play it on the PC. That ain't no way. No way.
Yeah, Well, what about you, Sinister?
I mean, I'm not bothered by this. I mean, it's like it is what it is on the console. It's like if I had the game, it's like I'd be like, Mega, I played on PC. You know, like if you ever get a code for console, it's like okay, cool. It's like it is what it is. As long as it functions well, it's not broken.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a day one patch. A lot of these games have a lot of these band-aids, but as long as the gameplay is great, I mean, I can care less about the frame rate. As long as it's not a buggy mess and stuff like that. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, I play whatever platform is like whether it's console or PC. I just care about the functionality.
No, that's 100% true. That's figgity facts, no fiction. You dig? But
yeah, 30 frames per second. Yeah, 30 frames per second, just smooth, no drops. I ain't tripping about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what you want. You don't want the stutters. That's what hurts performance more than anything. Like some people don't even know the difference between 30 and 60 unless they've played on something that gives you 60 or higher frames. That's when you notice it. But for the most part, console gamers like that, like, no, we cool with it as long as it's stable.
Facts. I'd say like this here to people that don't know like what 60 frames and 120 frames per second is, go play Doom: The Dark Ages and then you'll see. Now, if you want to know what 30 frames per second is, go play something like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the PS2. So then y'all get an example of the speed of what that means. You did. But anyways, though, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic of the day. You know what I'm saying? Sinister, go ahead and take it away.
All right, we'll discuss Riot Games. So everybody out there who's been playing 2XKO, you know, it's sad to say that come December, it's going to be a wrap for them. It's going to be RIP. So
rest in peace.
Yeah. So Riot Games just announced out there, it's like, hey, this free-to-play fighting game is going to be ending in December. So whatever the last thing they'll drop, that will be it. So better enjoy it now up until the end of the year, because like come December, it's going to be a wrap. But I tried to play this game, but on Xbox, I tried it on PlayStation, and it's like, I mean, it was just so many issues with it. It's like I never came back to it. But however, like the way it looks, I mean, it looks phenomenal. It has that anime feel, the look to it. I know it's done by the devs. I think it's by League of Legends, like one of their spin-off games, things like that. So, I mean, it's just sad to see it go. But you know, it is what it is. Like, I mean, I would have enjoyed it more if I had a chance to play it, but it was just like the way you had to sign in and all this other crap. And I was like, nah. I said no. I'm done. I'm basically wash my hands of it. But that's all I have to say about it.
No, what about you, Mega?
It's unfortunate. It's a really, really damn good fighter. It's not only like they had a powerhouse team of developers, some that's worked on Killer Instinct, some worked on some of the most classic fighters of all time. They collaborated together and made a really good fighting game. But the one thing that I've been saying this for years, and Maximilian and Dude got a lot of attention for saying it this week, is that listen, these fighting devs, and one of the things with this dev group, they listen to the FGC, they listen to the Evo community. That community is not big enough to sit there and to sustain to bring in casual market, because the casual market don't like sweaties. You got to make a game that's fun. You know what I'm saying? And listen, 2KXO is really, really fun, but it's fun for. Oh, that game is amazingly fun. Like I streamed it. Like, I had it on Fight Night, had really great time with it. But then I am. Matter of fact, I was thinking about streaming it tonight.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll stream it tonight. Because I was going to go ahead and make it a double stream tonight. But anyway, regardless, I was going to be playing 2 games in the stream. That's what I was doing about double. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that, like, no, I mean, I was playing the beta when it first came out with I played the first 2 betas. First beta was, they were still trying to figure out, there was like there was only like 3 characters, and so like 2 of the characters I really wasn't feeling, but then I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So anyway, so then the second beta came in. You've seen the improvements, and then when the game got early released, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I wasn't expecting the game to play that well. And then come to find out that they were delaying to bring it on the consoles. So I was like, okay, so I was playing it on the PC, was having a good time with it, great matches, very even kill. Then they started opening up more characters. And then, okay, here comes the people that finding the exploits. What's with this little squirrel looking dude? He was so freaking annoying. Anyway, but when it finally came to the consoles, especially like on Xbox, it was like Sinister was saying, it was awful. Like you couldn't even log in sometimes. It was having so many issues. So that helped hurt it. I don't know how it played. Go ahead. Sorry.
My fault. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to say that like on PlayStation, I don't know because I haven't played it on PlayStation, but still it was like, damn. And then they started making more changes to fit into the FGC and the Evo crowd. And then it became just too sweaty. And then next thing you know, you just start seeing people just not. And then like making it free to play, I think also hurt the game because yes, you get more people to have access to want to play the game. But then when people see the prices of those tokens, it's for a character, like it was like $10 almost, like $7 to $10 for a character for the skins. So you would like, you know what I'm saying? So like if you wanted to buy like a $30 set of coins or a $50 or a $100 set of coins, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get a lot of stuff out of that, but it still didn't look like for somebody who's jumping in as playing a free to play, it would seem too just too overwhelming. You see what I'm saying with the pricing, and then all of a sudden, then when you go in and you're playing the online aspect of it, now you're dealing with sweaties because there's been people that's already been playing the game for months, well before the game released on console. So yeah, it was just there was just a lot of bad writing on the wall. So just to my last point is that this needs to happen with shooters too. This is why Call of Duty people can say Call of Duty is dead or dying or fading. Call of Duty always goes through, different flows. Same like with Battlefield. They stick to their recipe. People go back to it. They know what they're expecting with Call of Duty. They know what they're expecting with Battlefield. When you sit here and you start trying to make other things like they were trying to find like with Halo Infinite plays fantastic, but once they started to listen to the Halo shooter community, those teams, those groups, it started falling off because you know what I'm saying, the only people that they're catering to is the people that they're important, but they're not important as the customer that's the casual that sits there and that wants to jump in and play and have an opportunity to feel like they can kick ass too. You got to make a game that's just absolutely fun. And shooters and fighters, this situation, especially with Marvel's token, and then you see all these people leaving Tekken. Leaving Namco and going over there to SNK. Tekken might be in some trouble now. You know what I'm saying? Like the fighting game space is in real big trouble. These next 3 big hitters that's supposed to be coming out, Dead or Alive 7, Virtual Fighter, and then like I forgot what the other name of that fighting game is. But anyway, regardless, those 2 with this other game, which I'll have to find, I'm gonna look it up. They better hit. Because if they don't,
you talking about that Conquest fighting game that's supposed to come out? That was it was another fighting game that's supposed to come out. I think it's called Conquest or something like that.
Yeah, there was also that game supposed to be like, was that the one that's supposed to be the style of a Bushido blade?
Yes.
Oh, you talking about that some die alone or something like that? That die by the blade. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's not going to be that's a lesser known game, but like that. But for people that knows about Bushido Blade and stuff like that, that's a game that's going to, like, listen, these next fighting games is going to be dropping, plus the DLCs for the remainder games that's going to be here. They better be popping, because I'm telling you what happened with Token, what's happening right here with Avatar, also what's going on with 2KXO. bro, fighting games could be this could be a really bad scene for the fighting genre.
Yeah, because
And also the rumor about Killer Instinct might not be dropping. Like that might have got canceled.
actually that is I heard that is true. So
that shit is that's harsh. That's hard. That's hard to take. Hard to swallow for a fighting fan.
look, Mega, don't cry. It's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right,
Man.
You still got the blood of
Dawnwalker.
Dawnwalker.
Be all right, man.
You still got the blood of Dawnwalker, man. It's gonna be all right.
I do got that, but I want my KI, man. I want my KI.
Look, you want your KI, but we know what game you really want. All right, we're gonna leave this in, but we know what game you really want, and he's about to take a sip of his drink for this one. He wants his Scalebound. Microsoft, hook him up with that Scalebound. Bring that back. All right.
Yeah, I do want my Scalebound. I do want that Scalebound.
Yeah, just but I'm gonna speak briefly on it. In my perception of the game, it's not bad. It's pretty decent. I feel like what they need to do is don't shut the game down. Basically, put the game on hiatus and come back with with a game where you pay the game, where you have storytelling, story mode, add more modes to the game, add more characters, bring it back into like on the level of the Street Fighter 6 where you have to pay for the game, not no live service game, and add more modes and characters and more types of styles of gameplay to the game to make it worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Because this game does have legs to stand on, and it can go further than a live service, because creating a live service style fighting game, that's a no-go, because the live service genre of gaming as a whole had reached its peak during the pandemic era. And ever since now people are going outside, the live service module has been on a rapid decline. The only ones that's still popping right now is Fortnite, PUBG, and Apex Legends still. And the other live service games, it's not working right now because people are not trying to spend all types of money just to play a live service game, let alone a live service fighting game. So I honestly think that the 2KX game or whatever, that should have never been a live service game. That should have been just a regular fighting game, like how all other fighting games was, because that's what messed it up from the jump. And that's just figurative facts, no fiction. Because if it was just a regular fighting game as its own, it would have had more legs to stand on. It would have been more of giving more of a token in other fighting games some competition. But say you want to make it a live service game, that's not the method to go. That's not the way it's going to work. It's going to really mess up your fan base that was really hyped for the game. And then not only that, you don't have that many characters in the game to play with. You have to really pay for the character, and that's not a good look. People are not going to be attracted to wanting to play that game for a long time and seeing that for longevity. So what they need to do is don't shut the game down, but go on hiatus, like I said, and go ahead and take the live service module off of it and make it a pay. You have to pay this amount of money for the game with way more characters, add way more characters to the game, add a story mode to the game, add different trials to the game. Do like what you see with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, something like Soul Calibur. Do all of that. And speaking of Soul Calibur, Bandai Namco, we need a new Soul Calibur game, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's been long.
So SC7, yeah.
They lost everybody. Everybody's going over there with Harada at SNK. Like, hey, bro, they
can make it work. Get people from different other companies that know fighting games very well. Do something,
man. They're gonna have to buy. But that is I don't even know what Tekken's gonna become going forward. I mean, I think Tekken 8's gonna be all right, but
I want to see what they're gonna do. I want to see what they're gonna do with Tekken 9 or Tekken Tag Tournament 3, 1 or 3, or hell, well, actually, they ain't gonna do it now since old boy left. The Tekken Cross Street Fighter, that's dead and gone now.
That could be, yeah. That you could be right, and you know what I'm saying. The only thing I could see that them do to try to salvage a little time before they can try to rebuild their fighting studio is probably bring back something like Tekken Cross Tag remake or something like that. Like
it's not gonna work.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's not gonna work.
Oh no, I think that
behind a paywall.
No. The reason why I say it's not gonna work because of Capcom. If Capcom is gonna want to do that, because if you look at it though, the question is, did Street Fighter Cross Tekken sell a lot? And I don't think it sold.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't sell that well. No, it because it got a lot of controversy because it was one of the first games to have that paywall.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
question, so I don't see them actually doing it. They should have did Tekken Cross Street Fighter a long time ago, but people left from that, so I don't see that happening. I think that game's permanently done that got over with. You did, but we'll just have to see on that. But we're gonna go ahead and move on, man, because we still got topics to go. And I know everybody wants us to give our predictions on Gamescom this week on opening night live. What games we want to see, so we're gonna talk about that. It's gonna be the last topic. But anyways, let's keep it going, man. We're gonna talk about compulsion games, and we're gonna put two topics in one: compulsion games, and we're gonna talk about this new Xbox 25th anniversary. So compulsion games is now officially separated from Xbox, which is cool, and they got all the IPs back, which is it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be brief about it based off the fact though is that South of Midnight is a hidden gem. It's underrated to me. It's a solid game. You dig what I'm saying? And people just hating on it. But and the thing about it is though, that could be a franchise game. You know what I'm saying? I just think people didn't really give that game a chance like it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to put colorism into it because, if a person is a different race or whatever, they'll probably criticize it the way it is anyway. But I think it should be a franchise. I think it got legs to stand on. It was just that the timing of the release, I think it was kind of off in a way. But We Happy Few, they got We Happy Few back. They got the other game, I forgot the other game, and they're gonna be creating something new, so that's good for them. Now, when it comes to the Xbox 25th anniversary release console that's being confirmed for November 27th, it's like a $900 console, probably with tax, probably like $9, $10, $9, $20, depends on where you at. But them putting the price up to the Xbox that much, I really think it should be at $500 because if it's that much, it's not going to sell well. Just like how right now the PS5 is not selling well, the Xbox is not selling well, Nintendo's not selling well, with the prices being high like that. You dig what I'm saying? That's just the figurative facts, no fiction of the nature. So starting with you, Sinister, what are your thoughts about compulsion games in the Xbox situation?
I mean, it's unfortunate they separated from them, but at a good time, but it's cool that they kept their IP. So now it's like, hey, they can, create something new,
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they have like some of the same teams that wasn't laid off and everything. So now
Yeah.
they can create what they want to create. They can put it on everything, multi-platform. That way they could probably, make back some of their money and things like that. So I mean, I love that game.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy the ambiance and like the story, special Hazel. I mean, I feel her pain and everything, but I mean, that could easily got a sequel, but but some people didn't want to support it. Like. Of course, we know some of the reasons why, but of course, I'm not going to discuss that here. That's a video for a different day. But, anyways, I mean, yeah, it's good that that now they're independent. That there's no one like pulling their strings and stuff. Like they can do their own thing. And hopefully, they get back on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the Xbox 25th anniversary, yeah, I think for $900, like I might as well buy a PC for that much. Just like for a console, like something like that. I mean. Someone's gonna buy that just to show it off. You're not gonna use it. You're not gonna turn that bad boy on. That to me, that's like a collector's item. That's something you could have put in your shelf kit just to show off to your friends or your family and things like that. But to pay $900 for it, no, it's like, I mean, you might as well get you a laptop or build your PC with all the parts and stuff. But of course, what the prices are. Like parts are hard to come by because thanks to AI raising everything up. Other things like that, but anywho, yeah, I'm happy for compulsion games, just going independent.
My only concern about compulsion games is the budgeting of the games that they're going to put out in the future. Like, okay, We Happy Few was cool, South of Midnight was cool, but if I had to pick the two that deserves a sequel, I would say South of Midnight deserves a sequel. We Happy Few, I feel like it was good for what it was, but we don't need a sequel for We Happy Few at all. When it comes to South of Midnight, I feel like it deserves a sequel. And honestly, I feel like it was a bad move for Microsoft to let that studio go because that was a very creative studio. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that they want to have more like hit franchises that's suitable for them. But anywho, though,
that restructure by Asha.
Yeah. But I really think that they should have kept Compulsion Studios, man, because like that was a very creative studio, and South of Midnight that could have been their franchise hit, for Microsoft. You know what I mean? And that begs the question if We Happy Few and South of Midnight is going to get off of Game Pass. You know what I mean? Since they took their rights back for it. But that's just me. But what are your thoughts about it, Omega?
Yeah, and the other game that I was mainly thinking about was Hidden Ones. That you got if you ain't heard of that one, check that out. It's called The Hidden Ones. Anyway, it's kind of a beat 'em up fighting game. It looks really, really dope. Listen, man, for Compulsion, I really hate that, because I agree that South of Midnight was very original. Everything about that game to me was important for not only for setting like a culture shock to the system of gaming, because the storyline was so unique.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that you want to see. You want to absorb like that, to sit there and to kind of bring in that element of you know, Black folklore with you know, with the blues music and all that, and then just talking with fantasy. Like, that's the type of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, just all different types of creativity. I just love that. Yeah, we need that. But you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just creativity all across the board from everything from gaming. But anyway, so I would hope that they, now since they've gone independent, now they'll know what kind of games that they want to kind of make. And I don't know, like, I would love a sequel to South of Midnight. I think the way that the culture is right now, just because you have so many weirdos on the net that want to sit there and spew garbage, they might hold off on that game and then work on something brand new, or maybe something that they made before, not the Happy Few, because I mean, that game was kind of really weird, but I wish them well. I really do. I hate that Microsoft had to let them go. But anyway, it's just what it is. And so, was the other one, was you talking about Double Fine?
No, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna bring that up. Hell,
Okay,
we're gonna bring it up now too. So go ahead and speak on it.
Okay. So yeah, with Double Fine, I think that you know, and Double Fine, it's their own fault in my opinion. I think that Psychonauts 2 was fantastic. And they did drop, you know, a couple of smaller titles, but really but see, the reality of it is that, like, they know they should have been working on the 3. One game. No, the game with that had Jack Black in it. The rock and roll game.
You're talking
Brutal Legend. Like, they knew better than that. Like, I get that they wanted to do original pieces and stuff like that, which is absolutely fine. But why you did not work on a Brutal Legends 2 is crazy to me. Then you could have been working on those other 2 smaller titles, and then you might want to sit there and jump on Psychonauts 3. But now I guarantee you they're going to be bringing in a Brutal Legends 2 or a Psychonauts 3, because they know that the studio has got to generate money from other places, from sponsors who wants to put in money to sit there and to help push and publish that game. So, you know what I'm saying? You come out here talking about teacup multiplayer games, that ain't going to move the needle, Jack. It's going to be Brutal Legends 2 or Psychonauts 3 or another great IP that they've made that they haven't done in a long time. So I personally blame Double Fine for their own issues, just kind of like with, as much as I love Ninja Theory, same thing. And just like with the other studio, that Undead Labs, definitely Undead Labs, they didn't even make a game while they were under Microsoft. So again, you know, they had to restructure in a sense, if you really wanted to be honest about it. So I wish them well. I know that they're very talented, but they're not going to be pilly-palling around on some cute stuff. And unfortunately for Compulsion, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see no South of Midnight. They're going to be something else that they're going to try to drop. But for the Xbox, no, that's way too expensive. It looks dope. It's all get out. I'll wait for some years for somebody to get thirsty on eBay to sit there and drop it at a reasonable price. Because ain't no way I'm paying no $900 for no Series X. And I don't care what it had to be something like what we've seen with the old X, with those custom Xbox One X's that will have the Jordan themes, or, you know, Tomb Raider theme, something like that. Then you talking, but that's too much money. Much money.
Like I said, it's gonna be some rich guy, some rich lady. They're the wealthy. They're the ones gonna pay the money for it, because that's pocket change to them.
That's not so. Right. It's gonna be scalpers getting that.
Most likely, yeah. So
flipping it at a high cost. It's like no.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be the scalpers getting that. But I'm gonna speak briefly on Double Fine before we move on. Double Fine Productions, in my honest opinion, I feel like I wouldn't say it's not total Double Fine, but it's also Microsoft in a sense because they basically let them create passion projects, which is understandable, but you have to. At the end of the day, it's a business. You have to make something that's going to help sell the platform and why it's supposed to be what it is. But having the killing that with the teacup game and Keeper, I played Keeper. I didn't like Keeper. I didn't even finish Keeper. I only played about a good couple hours and I uninstalled it because I didn't like it. It wasn't even 60 frames per second. Which personally I don't care about, but at the same time, it's just like to me, I felt like the game didn't make any sense. And then the multiplayer game, it wasn't gonna push the needle past nothing. It didn't even get 5,000 players playing the game on Steam, so nobody was asking for those two games. Like Mega said, I would if I was them, I would have went and did a Brutal Legends 2. But honestly, I would want a Psychonauts 3 over Brutal Legends 2. That's just my personal opinion.
I like both of them.
Yeah, like I have both of them, but I would want Psychonauts 3 though, man, because like Psychonauts 2, man, that story was phenomenal. I love that game, but it is what it is though. Double Fine Productions, they messed themselves up. They shot themselves in the foot with that whole thing. They should have made some more games that was going to push the boundaries. They didn't make nothing that pushed the boundaries. To be honest with you, they only made something that was just something that was minor. You know what I mean? It didn't even push the needle. You know how when you push somebody, like if you see a heavy set person that's like 600-700 pounds and you push them, they don't even move at all. That's how Double Fine was. They wasn't pushing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like that Tisha Campbell song, "You Got to Push" from the episode of Martin. You couldn't push till you get it right. They didn't push till they got it right. You dig? So honestly though, when it comes to Double Fine, they messed themselves up. Ninja Theory, I feel like they could have made games outside of Hellblade. They could have did something that was worthwhile. They wanted to make. I understand they want to make games that have something to do with mental health. That's understandable because if you look at Hellblade 1 was mainly about mental health most of the game, which I noticed about it. Hellblade 2 was a little bit more action oriented, but it was more about just pushing through your mental health, which is understandable. But you got to really push them. That's going to grab people that want to play it for longevity. You know what I'm saying? Hellblade, to me, that was just like a one and done game. You also got to make a game that has replay value at the same time. Like if you look at The Last of Us, it does have replay value to a degree, but the problem with it is it's the same game over and over, and they keep releasing the same game. That's the main problem. But it's just like Double Fine didn't have that oomph within their games. They could have did that. They could have did a whole bunch of other games. They could have had a Rad 2. They could have had a whole bunch of stuff that was like worthwhile. But at this point, it's a tragedy when it comes to Double Fine. Hopefully, they do better with their games from this point forward. And now, when it comes to all the other studios that was let go. Hopefully, they learn from that lesson and create a phenomenal game that's worthwhile. And hopefully, Ninja Theory do something that's worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? They just figure fictional fiction. But since you got any final thoughts before we move on, because we're gonna go ahead and move on.
I mean, I just say with Double Fine, I want to speak on that for a little bit. Yeah, it was unfortunate, that they got let go, but at the same time, it's like that's like you doing what you're supposed to do and stuff like that. Yeah, you had this passion project, which was good and all, but that's not a priority. It's like making a great game that's going to return on investment. That was the priority. It's like, yeah, like Brutal Legends 2, they were gonna have like other games and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, that's all I got to say about that.
No, figure facts, no fiction. But the next topic we about to talk about, it's funny though. Mega had tweeted me, or not tweeted me. He had inboxed me this the other day, and I seen it. Man, I seen it. I was amazed. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it like that night. You know what I'm saying? I was watching it on my TV on the YouTube app, and Black Myth, ZHONG Kui. I'm not saying. I don't know if I'm saying that right. ZHONG Kui. Now I seen that gameplay, 15-minute gameplay. I was like, wow. I cannot wait to play this game, man. That game right there, like you'll give Phantom Blade Zero a run for his money. if it came out at the same time. I'm just like, wow, the gameplay looks phenomenal. Graphically, I was impressed. It does have somewhat of remnants of Black Myth Wukong. I'm not gonna hold you, but I am definitely excited about this game, man. I'm just like an all-time wow, and it just goes to show that when it comes to storytelling on the Eastern market of devs creating games, they know how to create a story behind a game compared to the Western market. That's just me being real about it. But I don't want to talk too much about it. You know what I mean? I might make a separate video like going detail by detail about it. I'm gonna see how I feel about it. But I know K Mega, he got a lot to say about it because I know this man was drooling at the lips when he saw that game. So go ahead and speak. Take it away.
Man, I'm telling you this right now.
Are you on it?
I'm so on it. Like, bro, I can't even tell you how on it I'm on it. I'm on it. So listen, what the East is doing right now with game development is like, man, they on another level right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Western developers is playing it safe, while now that these because their game is from China, that studio is from China.
Yeah.
They finally got the money to invest into their IPs that they've been wanting to make, because they've been making these smaller type of games I've been playing on PC and stuff like that for a long time. But now that they have a budget, they're showing you a whole different aspect, because we aren't familiar with their culture within. And so like Black Myth Wukong was like so refreshing. Like I couldn't get enough of it. Like I even did a double playthrough. I love that game so much.
Hey,
man,
like I got a question.
Yeah.
Now you just said that you couldn't get enough of it, right? So is it a David Ruffman can't get enough of it, or Barry White can't get enough of it, of how good the game is?
Oh, David Ruffin. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've got to scream it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put the hard voice on it. Can't get enough up, bro. I'm like, man, like Black Myth it's still, like I said, second playthrough, I still have it in my hard drive, and it's a big game. And I plan on going through it again, because it has a lot of replay value. But anyway,
I'm playing myself
because it starts off kind of like a Souls-like game, but then the further you get and the more stuff you go, if you go through that second run, it's so much easier. You go through a third run, it's like you playing it on easy. Like, it's really nuts. So I'm wondering if they're going to if that's the same kind of premise that they're going to be having with this game. It does have that vibe to me. Yeah. So but just briefly, man, it looks incredible. When I seen Black Myth Wukong, I was like, ain't no way get that game gonna look like that. It looks like that. So this right here, to see what they're doing with this, bro, I can't wait. Whenever you drop the date, I'm there day one.
So in the words of K-Mega, he says, I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Okay, let me ask you this then, Mega. Well, before Sinister gets into it, if that Black Myth game comes out, if it would came out the same day as the Blood of Dawnwalker, and if you had to choose one, which one you would choose to buy?
You know the answer.
Nah, I don't know. He don't know. He probably might be. It might be tough on him. We don't know. Look at his face right now. He's over there struggling to get the answer wrong.
Bro, man, I gotta stay with the Bloodwalker, man. I got with the Dawnwalker, man. I gotta stay with it. My soul is ripped apart right now, because it's like, man, you just seen Black Myth, right? Like you seen what they brought. I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with Dawnwalker.
Oh yeah, we got shout out to the new subs on the channel. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Go ahead, hit that. It's free, people. It's free. Show support.
Yes, hit that like button.
Show support. Hit that like button. Sit there and cuss Kano out. You know what I'm saying? Sit there in the chat.
This dude, Mega, look. See, I'm trying to keep it professional today, and this dude wants me to get out of my element today. Don't worry. It's gonna be that at the appointed time. Mega, a roast is in order for you at an appointed time. I'm not gonna do that.
I got you.
Yeah, but at an appointed time. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this though. Before we move on, Mega, you never know when it's gonna happen. It could be next week. It could be a week after next. It could be a year or 2 years. but a roast is coming for you though.
Okay.
So,
I'll be waiting for it.
You don't know when you least expect it. You ain't gonna never know when it comes. You dig? But anywho, though, man, go ahead, Sinister. What you got to say about that game?
I mean, after shut up to Megan for sending me that link. After seeing that, I was like, wow. I mean, just seeing the gameplay alone, I was like, man, it's like just give me a date, and it's like shoot a date, a review code, or something. I was like, after seeing how it looks, I was like, man, I can't wait to see more game, like the way it plays. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be like, I mean, it just looks Dark Souls like, but yeah, it's like, I mean, come on, you've got the experience about it. Shoot, this is be right up your alley. But seeing that gameplay, man, it's just, I can't speak enough about it. But but not to take up too much time of it. It's just, it's just awesome. It's just, especially in that genre, that setting it's in. I was like, I mean, it's perfect, But that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, in the words of K Mega, I'm in agreement with K Mega and Sinister. I'm on it. I'm gonna definitely play it whenever it drops and stuff like that. Hopefully they'll send us like an early access review codes for it. I know Mega's for PC. He's gonna play it on PC. I'm playing on console. So and I know Sinister's playing on either console or PC, whatever's clever. But at the end of the day, this new Black Myth game is definitely turning heads, and not only that, I'll say this too. Phenoblade Zero 2 is also turning heads because it's from the Eastern market. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I'm gonna keep it out of the way of being, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The Eastern market is winning right now with these games. I know because it's like a refreshing of games. Yeah, man.
They cooking. They are cooking.
Yeah, they on a whole another level of cooking right now. They cook. It's like Shaq barbecue chicken alert right now for these games right now. So they really coming with it, man. And I think that in the Western market they need to start taking notes, man, because saying the Eastern market, they really taking risks. They like being very creative and very unique with their games. On the Western market, they're just playing it extremely safe. They got to really come out their shell, some man. Like look, when we seen on the 360 PS3 days, they was actually being more creative. We had the Darkness 1 and 2. We had Darksiders. It was a differentiate of games, man. Different variety. They need to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, the Husky Hokage, man? What's popping? What's cracking, bro? What's good?
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying? We already know that Moose Knuckle Eater Mega over here, he's hyped for the Black Myth game right now.
Well, I told you, these soup bones, boy. Good God.
Dang, the soup bone love knuckles, huh? I ain't know that, bro. But anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, you feel me? Control Resident physical release date has been delayed to like October 15th. The digital version of it is going out as scheduled. In my opinion, I'm still gonna play it regardless. I don't care if it's digital or physical, man. I'm gonna play it. I prefer physical, but hell, I'm still gonna play it. That's just a little minor topic. Are y'all planning on getting a physical copy of Control Resident?
I mean, I go either way. It's like, hey,
same, yeah, whatever I get my hands on. Yeah,
I mean, definitely gotta support the physical, but I mean, when it comes out, September 24th. I mean, hey, I'm gonna play it. I want to get a head start playing it, But it comes out in October. Yeah, no doubt I'll get a physical copy.
No, figgity facts, no fiction. I'm excited. It's like next month, September is going to be an elite month of games. Man, a plethora of games are coming out. It started out on September 1st, got like 20 games coming out. The 3rd got 10. The 4th got about like 10. The September 30th got about 42 games. So it's a lot of games coming out in the month of September. I'm definitely hyped. Hell of a lot of reviews to do. September 4th. Oh my goodness, man. It's about to be all elite out this piece. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, it's about to be crazy, man. You did what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna move in to the second to last topic of the night, man, of the show. And that's former Naughty Dog designer, saying that the AAA games could cut years from development. I think that was, I don't know what to say about that. I thought it was like half. I don't believe it. Half. It is what it is. And in my opinion, though, indie developers on the Eastern market, they do a phenomenal job creating games more than the Western market because they want to take their good old sweet old time creating the games. And when the game's created and released, it's still buggy as hell. So them cutting back on that, they're gonna have to really do their due diligence and learn the engines and stuff like that. Learn the Unity engine to properly put the game in formation. Same thing with Unreal Engine 5. And from what I've been hearing and seeing about Unreal Engine 5, they've been a lot of the devs still be having trouble with developing for that engine for some reason. I don't know how. And then they're already working on Unreal Engine 6, and I think Unreal Engine 6, I think that don't need to be made right now. I think they need to wait on Unreal Engine 6 because what I saw with that Rocket League trailer, it wasn't amazing. It didn't wow me. You dig? But what are your thoughts about it? Starting off with you, Sinister.
I mean, I'm just with you. It's like, I mean, it depends on what the project is and stuff like that. It's like, hey, if you're on it right there, like, hey, from start to finish, cool. I mean, yeah, I say shout out to the those out there in the Eastern market because hey, look, they stay busy on it. Over here in the West, yeah, you take your sweet old time and stuff like that. You just lollygag and poking around. I was like, you always say, oh, it's delayed here. It's delayed here. It's like, I mean, how many delays you're gonna have before the game's complete? And a lot of times when the game is really complete, sometimes that game turns out to be utter garbage. A huge dumpster fire. It's like, what were y'all doing? Yeah, I mean, you sit there spending like all these years, all that money, just sitting there, just like, putting half the effort into it instead of like putting hands on decks, have this done from start to finish. Like, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, that development time. I was like, yeah, what is what? I mean, I can't say nothing. It's like, hey, I don't work behind the scenes with those guys, so I can't really say much about that. But at the same time, I was like, look, I mean, you got the higher ups paying you all this money to produce a hit game. It's like you should be, like I said, the moment you get it, it's like, look, get everything together. What's the plan? Sign the roles. Let's get busy. You don't got time to sit there and to say like, oh, just the full rest. It's like, hey, you got that part done? It's like, yeah, I get to it. It's like, no. I was like, get on it right now. I was like, hey, if you're not gonna get up right now, I'm gonna find somebody else who can.
Facts. It's facts. What about you, Omega?
Man, there's a lot of things that I took from what his statement was, and one which blew my mind, but it makes sense when you go and you look about what happened with Microsoft and why Asha sit there and cut over half of the management team. They will come up with projects and nobody and they don't even have any type of creative input on what they're going to do with that project. Yep. Like, okay, so let's just say, okay, I want to make a fighting RPG shooter. Okay, let's greenlight that. What? There's no plan. There's no creative, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? To hear him say that just blew my mind. Like, that's a waste of time, resources, everything. Like, it should be a full-on fledged of the managers and the lead developer talking about what they've thought about wanting to make. You know what I mean? And then going through that process. But just to come out here and say something else, and then also like another thing he said was like this like solo type of thing, like everybody's kind of partitioned into different places on top of then you have other contractors that will come in, they'll work in one place, and then they don't know let's say that somebody stepped down, retired, or they got laid off, and so then you bring in a new booty in there, and then they don't even know how to develop that game properly, so which that costs more money, more time, more retraining. It just sounds like just a mess. So
like a bunch of bull crap from them.
Yeah, like it's a bunch of mess. And then when you have you can remember back in the old days, you used to get at least 2 or 3 sequels in a generation. Now you having damn near whole generations being skipped. There's only a few games that really should have that type of length. And we're talking about, okay, a remake of something that was once looked at as a cult classic or a bigger game like the Final Fantasy remakes, you know what I'm saying? To do what you was doing with those games, to make them different compared to the old the other classics. Okay, I get that. That's going to take some time. Grand Theft Auto, I get that. That's going to take some time.
Yeah.
But like there should be a Halo every generation. There should be a Gears every generation. There should be a Last of Us every generation. Or if not, spin-offs in order for that.
You said, you said The Last of Us every. You talking about like The Last of? I think after The Last of Us Part 3, I think that should be of the franchise because the story,
no. That's what I'm saying. Like if not having a sequel, then it needs to be a spin-off. You see what I'm saying?
I think they need to be done with it, man.
Well, but I mean, go ahead.
I was saying because, and I agree with you saying. I don't think I'm not agreeing. I agree with you saying. It's just that I feel like honestly in that sense though, all right, if you look at Uncharted, I think after Uncharted 4, I think that should be done because I think they need to do something new because after a while it'll get repetitive if you just doing the same style of gaming, you know, after a long period of time. Like, okay, Halo, cool with the spin-offs and all that, whatever. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, there's more to it than just Halo. You can do something that's like, you know, before Halo Reach, you know what I'm saying? Give some type of shooter in that realm in that universe. I might sound like I'm contradicting myself, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just looking at, you know, some games do need to just move on. Like Halo, that's going to be a franchise of itself. But if you look at games like The Last of Us, I think after The Last of Us Part 3, I think they need to move on from it and create something new. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Uncharted.
Oh, no, I'm fine with that.
You know what I'm saying? But
I agree.
Yeah, but when you look at like Uncharted, Uncharted should be done. I think they should do something new. Now, Infamous got legs to stand on to make it a franchise do more things. But I definitely understand like what you're saying, though, Mega. You speaking figuratively, facts, no fiction on what you're saying.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you know, with The Last of Us, you ended with 3, fine, you ended with 3. But what I was also saying, like for like The Last of Us, or I mean, not The Last of Us, but for Uncharted, that was really the game that really came to my mind because it is popular right now to enjoy those type of games like Tomb Raider and stuff like that. So if you have somebody else that's like on a, you know, like Nadine or something like that from Uncharted to have her own little story or something like that, or turn it into like maybe some James Bond type shit, I think that would be fine. But of course, new IPs would be dope. But like that, but again, that's the major problem is that like they're treating these certain games that's still going to have that same type of template, that same type of storyline, and they're acting like it needed this much time to cook. When in all reality, no, if you're making something new, okay, I get it, but you just coming out with a sequel, just bring out that sequel, man. Stop wasting so much time on it. Like he did say 5-year cycle should be the max. And I totally agree. I would say for certain games, 3 years. Like if you still haven't, you got the engine, only thing you need to do is put a little bit of polish on it. Just make sure your story is defined and whatever it's going to do and controls is tight, and go and send that puppy out. Waiting 7-8 years to come out with another game and miss even over a whole generation, that's inexcusable in my opinion. I think that's just a lot of bloated money. That's a loss of money. Yeah. So.
Yeah, because you know the suits at the top are not going to be happy about that. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, okay, we funded you a few years ago, and now we're 8 years in and there's still nothing done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's insane. It's insane, and that's what makes it. That's what makes it so problematic, is because of so much money being done, which also hinders any type of aspect if they wanted to have some creative freedom on doing something else, because they put so much money and resources on this one project, and maybe they wanted to do a little sweetheart deal, have a little sweetheart deal of like, okay, we do this project, we send it out. Can we work on this game right here that we've been talking about? But from what he said, hell, they don't even come up with a plan on a project until whatever. And that takes time. Like, just think about that.
That's 100% ridiculous.
It sounds so unorganized, and I don't know, man. That's really bizarre to me. So
yeah, that's just retarded.
But here we are.
And here we are. That's why I say the Eastern market. You know what they're doing when it comes to AAA games. Because if you look at Black Myth Wukong and the newest one, that's more considered.
Came out 3 years. Yeah, came out 3 years.
Yeah, they came out started from start to finish.
Yeah, the thing about it is where it is. The new Black Myth game is gonna come out next year. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 3 years. Yeah, that's yep. Get to pushing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a different storyline. Like this is a whole different person. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just part of the Black Myth franchise, which so yeah. Yeah.
Facts. But you know, if anybody ain't got any more final thoughts, we're gonna get into the final topic of the night. We're gonna talk about Gamescom because what y'all don't know is we're streaming Gamescom and a future game show this upcoming week, and then we're gonna definitely give y'all our honest opinions on Grand Theft Auto 7. I mean 7-6. I gotta give myself an L for that one. Grand Theft Auto 6 for next week's podcast show. We definitely gonna talk about that side of it, how we feel about the gameplay on that side. But we definitely gonna be streaming the Gamescom on Tuesday on Opening Night Live. You know, hopefully next year that we will actually be there to see it for ourselves in person. But anywho though, we're gonna go ahead and get into our predictions and stuff like that. I'm gonna start off with my first prediction. I'm gonna see if y'all rock with it or not. You know, if that's gas or pass for y'all. That's you know, Capcom making its presence felt and actually announcing a new Devil May Cry game. It can be either a reboot, you know, from the first Devil May Cry game or Devil May Cry 6. So let me see what y'all think. Is that gas or pass and why?
Oh man, that's definitely gas because you know it's like, hey, it's been a long time since like DMC5, man. That was great, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it was like it brought back Dante, like the Dante that I like, not that emo version from DMC, but I mean, it'd be great to see how the story was told for this one, you know, or if it's a new like a sequel, or it could be a remake or a remaster. How let's see if it is Devil May Cry. It still has like the same game, that fast paced hack and slash gameplay. Oh man, I'm down for it. That's definitely a fact.
Nah, facts. What about you, Mega?
Oh no, it's gas. I yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. Another Devil May Cry. I'm with it. After such a good job that they did with 5, yeah, be dope.
Now I feel that, and now I do know they're gonna do. They're gonna show off the Witcher 3 DLC. That's obvious. It's gonna be there. I'm actually hyped for it because I do like the Witcher games and stuff like that. And I'm definitely intrigued by it. Now, when it comes to like other games that's there, I think we're going to see the Wolf Among Us 2 and have a release date, and plus the remastered. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, when it comes to other games, I believe we will see like another trailer to Darksiders 4, and everybody know I'm a big Darksiders fan. I love that game with a passion. You feel me? So hopefully we'll see something with Darksiders 4, and I think we're going to see a trailer, finally a gameplay trailer to the last Ronin game, because it's been overdue for that game to be seen at this point right now. And then it's something with Kingdom Come with their side game or whatever, and then I think we're going to see something with a first-person shooter elements of it. You feel what I'm saying? And also see Resident Evil Veronica at the showcase and stuff. And I think we're going to see some stuff from Ubisoft. Probably something with Retold, you know, Rayman Retold. Then I think probably some new IPs, or probably they'll show Far Cry 7 finally. You did, because we haven't had a Far Cry game since Far Cry 6, and that was 2021. You know what I mean? But that's just some of my predictions, though. But what about you, though, Mega?
Exodus is going to be shown. I want to see Exodus.
That's gas.
Yeah. I think that they'll show Exodus.
No, facts.
And another game that they need to show too is Tides of Annihilation. I don't know if y'all remember that game. It was this chick.
Yeah. They had that game.
Yeah. It's due because I think it's going to be coming out early 2027, I believe, or sometime in 2027. But yeah, I'd like to show another trailer of that. I don't think it's big enough to be shown at the VGA, so I think that would be a good look to show it out there at Gamescom. So I'm looking forward to those two for sure.
Another one I'm gonna bring up is Judas from the makers of BioShock. I think we'll finally see a new trailer for Judas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think it'll probably be out sometime next year. You dig? So definitely see about that. What are the predictions y'all got in mind that y'all think? Because I know for a fact though, y'all, we'll be streaming a little bit early to give y'all our final predictions. We just giving y'all a little smidgen of predictions for Gamescom, but we're gonna stream a little bit earlier and give our final predictions and stuff and see what we see. But anyways, though, what other predictions y'all think y'all gonna see at Gamescom a little bit?
I don't, because this game was so big. I think this will be a VGA. So I'll probably back off of this. I'll say it. Hogwarts Legacy 2, that's due to be announced. But yeah, I think that's a VGA title scene. So man, yeah, I'm kind of stumped, man. I'm kind of stumped. I really haven't been on a prediction kick this year. I've just been like, man, just show me what you got, and then let's keep it pushing. Usually, I get all excited about stuff like that, but I've kind of been like,
this man Porter Jay-Z, show me what you got, little mom.
Yeah, just show me what you got, man. Just show me what you got.
I feel like I said, we don't give a full predictions thing on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this: when it comes to the Gamescom and Open Night Live, Jeff Keighley, I call it the curse of Jeff Keighley, because every time we announce a game, something ends up happening. Like what happened to the last Sentinel? That game right there that everybody was hyped for, made from Lightspeed, LA. That was based out of LA, and that game looked like it's going to be canceled. Then they announced Gangs of Dragon. That game ended up being canceled from NetEase. You feel what I'm saying? So I call it the High Guard. Yep. So I call it the curse of Jeff Keighley. Any game that get announced on any platform that he does, it ends up getting canceled. Something happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, like I said, I think Microsoft they said Microsoft's supposed to be there to announce something. So I don't know what it is. We know. I know it's not gonna be Ori, because the dude that made he already said that's not it.
Well, he has beef with Microsoft anyway, because Microsoft fired his ass for all those racist comments that he said that he used to bring up,
and he deserves that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't see them working that out. Now they could have, but I mean, but he just was talking trash about Game Pass and stuff like that. And I mean, if they're going to make Ori, Xbox is going to force that game to be, because they own that. They own the rights to that game. So
yeah, and they're going to get another studio to do that game, not them. So that's bound to happen. But from Microsoft's standpoint, it can be Killer Instinct, because they said it's a possibility. But you know what? I'm gonna be real bold. I'm about to be bold. I think the game that they're going to be, I think the game that they're going to show, I believe it's going to be a new Rise sequel, Rise Syndrome sequel. I believe that's what it is. That'd
be nasty. That would be absolutely nasty.
And it's a console exclusive.
Oh no, they ain't going. Well, I mean, that would be nasty.
You got
that would be great.
But you got to think about it. I should really trying to bring people more towards Xbox, so that should be exclusive to Xbox. Reason why the Rise Syndrome didn't sell as well as it should was because of the timing of the game's release, because it was released around a lot of high-profile games. But I think a Rise sequel would do wonders for Microsoft. They actually announced it though. But what about you though? Since you've been quiet.
I mean, I'm just astounded at what they're gonna show, but I'm just gonna wait and see your approach, what they bring. Like I said, keep my expectations at zero, because I'm sure they'll probably show something that's gonna wow me. But as far as predicting what they're gonna show, that's up in the air.
No, it's definitely up in the air, but I'm definitely excited, man. This is like E3 Part 2, because we went through June with all these showcases, and it seems like this coming week you already got the Gamescom Opening Night Live, you got Future Game Show, you got Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 6 extended look. September 1st, we got the GamerSection Indie Game Showcase extended. So we're gonna be showing y'all some more games of upcoming indie games. It's a lot of games showcases that's coming up, man. Definitely excited. Opening Night Live is like my biggest thing to be excited for, because I want to see what games that are actually coming out that's going to be like wowing, not just me, but everybody. You feel me? But I want to see something that's going to be a wow, because you know how usually a showcase, whenever they actually do that, it starts out like with haymakers, then towards the middle of it, it ends up getting mid, and towards the end, it can be either good or bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping to see that we see nothing but great games, because I'm excited for the Opening Night Live. I'm excited for the Future Game Show, and I'm excited for our showcase that we got coming up, that we're going to be presenting games too. You know what I'm saying? For the indie devs, from the indie developers as well. But like I said, go ahead.
Let me throw another one in there. I think this would be big for them. The announcement of Stellar Blade.
To for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be something if they announce for Xbox and it goes on Game Pass. That'd be funny.
Right. And play anywhere.
Yeah. This dude
That
is
would be delicious.
This dude is a play anywhere addict.
I love it. It's the best. Next to Game Pass, it's the best bargain in gaming, man.
Nah, I feel that. But
get one game and you play it on 2 different or more, or even multiple devices. That's crazy.
No, that's true. I feel that. But with that being said, though, if we ain't got nothing else to say, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we're gonna see y'all again Tuesday for the live stream. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man, because we want to go get back to playing some video games ourselves and stuff like that. Because we do play video games over here at the TheGamerSection. You know, so we already know, like Mega, he's a Baldur's Gate 3 fiend right now. He's fiending on that game right now.
Man, that game is so massive.
He still got a long way to go in that game, and I've been playing some games. I went to some other games that I already beat, but I'm playing through replay value. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna go back to Resident Evil Rec Room and finish that game up for the second playthrough. But anywho, though, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off here, man. We're gonna go play some video games. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all wonder if we still gonna be playing PlayStation games, we got to review games that we got for PlayStation anyway. So you know what I'm saying? That's just us. But if y'all doing that,
business as usual.
It's business as usual. But if y'all seen the PlayStation blackout, we understand why. We ain't gonna knock it. You dig? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. We're gonna go ahead and give our outros, man. We're gonna see y'all definitely Tuesday. And the Husky Hokage said that's what she said. What you mean? That's what she said.
Oh damn.
Oh, that's what she said. I'm trying to figure that out. What are you talking about? That's what she said.
It was over your head, so
yeah, it went over my head. You know what I'm saying? My mind was on a whole nother pedestal. But anyways, you feel me? I'm gonna figure it out, and when I come back on Tuesday, if it's something that's a joke, I'm gonna be roasting. But
it is a joke. Yep,
it's a joke. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back when my mind is fully cleared, and I'm gonna be roasting. Don't worry, Husky. I got you, bro. A receipt is coming. But
oh man!
Shout out to the Husky Hokage, man. But anywho, though, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into the outros, man. Starting out with you, you know what I'm saying? Mook's ankle when Mega said it's massive. Oh, dang. This oh, all right. Anyways, though, aka you know what I'm saying, Mook's ankle eater, Mega right here. Go ahead and give you outros, man.
All right, man. Glad to be back. And man, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to put these hands deliciously on Kano and these fight nights, man, but I ain't heard or seen them. So just putting that out there. Anyway, check me out for Fight Night tonight. We'll be probably going live around 10:30 p.m. So get ready for that. We'll do a double header. We'll definitely play some 2XK or 2KXO, and it'll be either Tokon or KI. It's one or the other. I don't know. Anyway, but we'll be playing some fighters. So hopefully you'll check that out on my channel, KMega405. Also check me out on Twitter at KMega4. Also on TikTok the same name, KMega405. And you know what I'm saying? See you guys when we go live again. So appreciate
Tuesday. This Tuesday, y'all tune in, and K-Mega sucks at fighting games.
That's my birthday. We might have to. You might see me suck. It's my birthday. Yeah,
we might see you on your birthday, and you still suck at fight games because you can't beat me. But anyways, Sinister,
whatever.
He wished he could beat me. But anyways, go ahead and give you outros though, Sinister.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sinister. Yeah, you can follow me on my channel, Sinister Tar Heel. On my social medias, it's Sinister 1019 on IG. It's Country 19 on X. And it's also Sinister 1019 on Threads. So you can follow me on there. So, and yeah, then of course all my gaming my screen names, like my gamer tags and all that's on my YouTube channel, so it's all on there. So hey, thank y'all for coming.
Since Mega bought up all them fighting games and stuff, I might as well go back on Fatal Fury because I ain't played that game in months. Because and I did play Tekken 8 with Bob. Bob actually is decent. He's actually pretty good on the game.
Is he cold? I need to jump on that too. So
yeah. He's coated in a chinchilla coat for real. But I'm telling
I
you,
already got some gameplay up.
Yeah. Go check out that video from Sinister, man. It's Sinister with Bob.
I just read this.
Go ahead.
What's called laid off 75% of their staff. The fighting game developer that worked on Incredible Versus, they laid off 75%. So that's another game that's in limbo, unfortunately. And that's a really damn good fighter too. So
I'm gonna just say this, man. We in
tough times, man.
Yeah, we in a real bad economy because we got Agent Orange here pocketing all that money. I've been said that. You hear me? We got Agent Orange in there. That whole I don't want to get into politics, man, because everybody know how I feel about what's going on with the government and all that stuff. I'm not gonna speak on it. You feel me? But I'm gonna just say this though. I'm about to get on some fighting games this week, man, because I'm definitely gonna be playing some Fatal Fury. I want to get back on Street Fighter 6 because I got to finish up that story on Street Fighter 6. That's Figurative Facts, No Fiction. I'm about to be playing some games this week, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm about to be going heavier on these games this week. So y'all definitely stay tuned. I'll be streaming some of this stuff, especially you know what? I'm going to stream some Rage 2 probably tomorrow. Some Rage 2. I can't play no NBA to run, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story before we get out of here. All right, so y'all know NBA 2K27 is coming out at the end of this month with the early access, and then whoever ordered the regular game has to wait until early September to play the game, right? So everybody know that on behalf of the Gamer Section, I always put in review codes for NBA 2K, and only review code we ever got from NBA 2K was 2K23. And since then, we haven't ever gotten a review code from them since then. And we gave them a bomb, we gave them a fire review, and we kept it real. So ever since then, we haven't got a 2K code. And I'm gonna keep it real. If we don't get NBA 2K27 review code, I'm not gonna trip because I still got NBA to run to play. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I've been having more fun with NBA The Run. That I haven't even played NBA 2K26, and probably ever since NBA The Run came out, I've been on NBA The Run since, especially playing online against people. But what I'm saying to y'all is, man, and I'm gonna leave it on this note, just enjoy the games that you love, play the games that you love, and don't listen to them fan kids out there, because the fan kids, bro, they're going to steer you in the wrong direction. And these fake media outlets, man, don't listen to them neither, because majority of them don't really play games for real. They probably chat GBT it out and everything. So y'all don't listen to those supposed gamers. We're the real gamers over here. Mega's a real gamer. Sinister's a real gamer. I'm a real gamer. We play games to have our fun. Even the Husky Hukage, he plays games into his enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? We all play games to have fun. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, don't listen to the biasness of the media outlets. If y'all want to listen to the truth medias, the true gaming media, y'all check us out, the Gamer Section. We the real deal. We don't fake no funk. We keep it real over here. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, we're gonna leave it on that note, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, and share this channel, because we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and that's gonna help us a lot. It's gonna help us out a lot. I mean. And y'all subscribe to all of our individual channels too, man. It helps us out a lot too, man, because we do discussions on a lot of different stuff. You know, K Mega does his My Thoughts, and he does his Fight Night. I do my discussion videos. I just did 2 videos on NBA The Run. You know what I'm saying? What they need to fix on the game. Sinister drop his videos. Y'all support us, man. We litty over here. We litty in the city. We got way more content coming. We're going to be streaming Tuesday to give y'all content, and we're going to give y'all our honest reactions. We're not going to fake the funk over here. That's what we do. We keep it real over here. And like I said, y'all follow me on all my social medias at Real KO Kano. If y'all want to talk gaming with me, it's Kano Honest Gamer. And y'all just support us, man. And until Tuesday, not next week. We're going to be back next week on the podcast, but until Tuesday, because we're going to be back with that live stream of Opening Night Live. So y'all definitely stay tuned. We're going to be here. So until next time, y'all. Peace out.
Choose your fighter.